Are you training with a trainer that gets results for you? Does your dog hunt tight? Does it stop on a flush? Does it listen to you? We have so many people who are so judgmental on the internet, saying the way people should train dogs, and yet in reality, when it comes to it, struggle themselves. Follow a trainer that puts up videos and shows you how to get a dog to a good standard. Don't just listen to people who waffle bullshit on the internet. There's plenty of them. In my videos, I show you how to get a dog to a good standard. I critique your videos that you send me. If you come over to Patreon, it's a group of like-minded people who help each other with their stories, their experiences with other trainers they've been to. We're not on the big wide world web to make a name for ourselves, rubbishing other trainers, but in this group, people come on and speak their mind, not because they want to rubbish anybody else, but so other people don't make the mistakes of being missold an ideology that is untrue. A good gun dog should hunt around your feet. You should cover the ground within the gunshot. There's trainers out there who are training people who've never shot over dogs, and they're calling themselves Gundog trainers. It's like going down Tesco's and buying milk and calling yourself a milkman, right? Or you've put out a fire in the back garden and calling yourself a fireman. You have to understand that certain people are on the internet to make money at all costs, and that's what's made me go in this direction of putting up videos and critiquing videos for clients and helping people. We have clients that come to me who agree for their videos to go up so others can learn by their mistakes and learn not to make those mistakes. We show you how to get the best out of a dog from 8 weeks old right through. It doesn't matter what sort of gun dog you've got. You want a dog that will listen to you, but you don't take away that natural ability. It's all about knowledge and understanding. You've got to have been in the game for a while, and you've got to have trained hundreds and hundreds of dogs before you can call yourself a gun dog trainer. And you have had to have got results as well to prove yourself. The trial world was just my shop window. It showed people that I can win with dogs. I can reach high standards with my dogs in competition. The real fun is getting out there and having fun with your dog. One man and his dog, one woman and her dog, or a group of like-minded people working to train dogs instead of just got dogs that hunt for themselves. You've got no control. At the end of the day, I don't want a robot. I want a dog to be enjoying itself, and I want to be comfortably working that dog. I don't want to be screaming and shouting at the dog all the time. In my videos, I show you how to reach a good standard. So if you're struggling with your trainer out there and you've been to your trainer for a few lessons and you're not happy, stop and think. Are you getting value for money with him being nice to you? Or do you want someone being direct with you and getting results? I know what I'd rather have, and that's the people I've dealt with over the years. People who will tell you the truth, not because they want you to be friends or come back, but because they want to see you improve. Do you want to improve with your dog, or do you want to stand still and live in the past of what you thought you knew? Because what you thought you knew, if you open your eyes and actually educate yourself, you'll find there's far more to this gameplay than the discipline. But without the discipline, you're not going to have the conditioning in the dog that you need, you require. A dog under temptation is completely different to a dog that is suppressed. Easily you can put human influence into these dogs. You can manipulate what they're naturally bred to do. The idea is to let that natural ability flow, but have the control when you need it. There's nothing nicer and more exciting of watching your dog hunting, the finished article hunting, punching out birds and stopping on a sixpence when told You have to build up to this. This doesn't happen overnight. The only way you're going to get your dog to be a responsive dog and a pleasure to have is if you put the training into the dog. People say, I never trained the dog just had natural ability. That might be 1 in a million. That might be a 1 in a million. I've not seen one of them yet. That he never trained it, it just knew what to do on everything. The idea is you condition the dog to what you want the dog to do. I want to be able to shoot over these dogs comfortably and kill cleanly. And so these dogs are taught to hunt around me. They've not got a windscreen wiper action. I'm teaching them to flow and understand how to work the wind themselves. Some dogs will automatically work the wind, others need to be taught. It's the same as humans. Some are quick learners and some are slower. They all develop at different stages in their lives. The skill is to get the best out of them and they still enjoy life. We talk about 5% discipline. I'm known on the internet for the guy who disciplines dogs. That's because I talk about the subject where other people fear talking about it. But what they don't see, if you don't come over to Patreon, you don't see the 95% fun-based training that we talk about that is so important. And I'm not saying that to win hearts and minds. I'm saying it because that's a fact. It's 5% discipline, and then the other 95% is fun-based training that the dog wants to do it. You're halfway there with a Spaniel, aren't you, and a Labrador, because at the end of the day, they're easy to train if you know what you're doing. You get onto the pointing dogs, if you haven't got the right conditions or you don't know what you're doing, you're going to have a dog hunting long away from you, and you're going to wonder, how the hell am I going to get that dog back? Horses for courses, I say. People should stick to subjects that they know what they're talking about. My skill is educating people with gun dogs, educating people how to get the best out of their dog. Could I do it with pet dogs in my sleep? Do I want to? No. Pet people haven't got the commitment that majority of people who want to get a dog to a good standard as a gun dog will put into that dog. And that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for people who are committed to wanting to get their dog to a better standard, and they're not happy with what they've got. Can you comfortably hunt your dog and your dog will punch a bird out and not go for it until told? If you have, well done. Send me the videos. I love watching videos. I love critiquing people's videos, and I critique the good ones as well as the bad ones. But how will you learn if you don't watch other people's mistakes? It's not all about the gloss, it's about the floss. You have to work the whole system to see how to get the best out of the system. Wouldn't it be wonderful if we could train these dogs with love and affection only and treat training only? But the desire and drive that we put into these dogs, there is going to be some correction, whether it's verbal correction or physical correction at some point in the dog's life. But if you're having to do it all the time, you've not got your training right. It's as simple as that, because it's only 5% of the training. So come over to Patreon. Chris Upton is on Patreon. Why have we gone over to Patreon? So we don't have to deal with the snowflakes.